Hey, so week 2 is starting and I'm facing Justin Tang, who I think made the best draft overall. All his picks are solid. I don't think he got any bad pick even in the lowest tiers. All his picks have some decent or good value in my opinion, and it's a really nice bulky offense team. So it will be tough, I think, but I'm very excited to face him. And this is what I've prepared. To start, I'm obviously bringing Froslass, and I'm going with Aurora Veil and more bulk this time around. This Froslass with the spread is able to tank a Black Glasses Koto, dying only 6.3% of the time. Also, it has 6.3% of getting 2-hit KO'd from Hyper Voice Gardevoir with 15 plus special attack, which is the bump point for a general bulky Gardevoir. And I've put 10 plus in special attack in order to have an 81% probability of KOing their Gardevoir with Blizzard followed by Shadow Ball. I'm not investing in speed because I think most of his team will run Adamant or Modest Natures anyway, considering they have a Talon for a fast Tailwind, and most of their picks are generally slow. I'm kinda risking not speeding their Kanga with max speed either Adamant or Jolly, or a max speed Jolly Mamoswine, but honestly I expect Mamoswine to be Adamant in case, especially considering they have a Talonflame. And Kanga probably, if it comes, it's running bulk and attack. I don't think it to be too fast. And I'm also not too worried because I'm running an Infernape with enough speed to outspeed both of them. So this is Froslass, and Aurora Veil will be very helpful for the team. Next is Garchomp, who I've made to outspeed Adamant Mamoswine. Still a bit disrespecting Jolly Mamoswine, but I'm really expecting him to run Adamant. Anyway, with this bulk, it's able to 2-hit KO bulkless Mamoswine and a bulky Gardevoir with Iron Head. It 2-hit KOs Kingambit with Earthquake, and it 1-hit KOs Talonflame with Rock Slide. With this bulk, it's able to be 3-hit KO'd from Glass's Cotocleave, and it has guaranteed survival, like it guarantees tanks and Hyper Voice from max special attack Gardevoir. Also, if we are behind Veil, it only has it's basically guaranteed to also get a 3-hit KO'd from Hyper Voice Gardevoir if I'm behind Veil and I have a Citrus Berry. It needs to be max special attack to have a roll to 2-hit KO, and it's still in my advantage. So generally bulky Garchomp that trades well. And next is Corviknight, who I'm running with a very particular set. I'm not running Mirror Armor because I don't think it's really too needed. It would help only versus like Icy Wind or like reflecting a Mystical Fire from Gardevoir, but I don't expect them to run that move. So I'm running a Nerve because this way I can stop a Kingambit potential Chople Berry or anyone on their team using a Citrus Berry or a Resist Berry. And with Iron Defense Body Press, it's able to wall Kingambit easily, as after just one Iron Defense, I'm able to KO Kingambit with Body Press without having to invest much in defense. And with this bulk, basically, it's 3-hit KO from Glass's Cotocleave Kingambit. Also, Iron Defense kinda better than bulk up here, mainly because I can keep on par with their Sword Dance if they manage to use a Redirector rather than bulk up, where they can basically set up faster than me with their Kingambit. Anyway, going back to the calcs, it also tanks a 32 plus special attack Overeat Charcoal Talonflame, and it's also a 3-hit KO from max special attack Heatwave Charcoal Talonflame, which is amazing. Also, it's 3-hit KO from a Thunderbolt Gardevoir with just 6 plus special attack. If they run more special attack, they have a decent chance of getting a 2-hit KO, but if I'm behind Veil, I can survive. Brave Bird is there mainly to get a 2-hit KO on Talonflame and Gardevoir. Iron Head would be better for Gardevoir, but I opted for Brave Bird mainly to respect Talonflame and Ariados, also kinda Trevevnant, but I don't really expect to see a Trevevnant here. And then it's Samurott, who in testing was amazing. And for Samurott, I'm running enough speed to outspeed Adamant Mamoswine again, and with this bulk, it's able to tank Thunderbolt from Gardevoir most of the time, like it has 18% of dying from a 15 plus special attack Gardevoir, and of course with Roseli Berry it's able to tank one Hyper Voice. Like if I'm behind Veil, it even does about 50% maximum. And with this attack, it gets a guaranteed sweet KO on the bulkiest Gardevoir. And in testing, I was using Aqua Cutter, but in the end, I opted to move to Razor Shell, even though it has a chance of missing, which I do not appreciate. Mainly because in testing came up a situation where I needed to double up Gardevoir with Leaf Storm plus Aqua Cutter, and Aqua Cutter plus Leaf Storm was on the verge of KOing or not, like 50%. So I opted for Razor Shell, which gives me a 93% chance of KOing the bulkiest Gardevoir even with Razor Shell plus Leaf Storm. And of course, it also, when it KOs Mamoswine. And then it's Infernape, which is also very important, as with this bulk, it's able to be 3 KO from Hyper Voice if I am behind Aurora Veil, and this lets me go for Fake Out plus Aurora Veil kinda safely turn 1. Also with this bulk, it's able to survive a Jolly Sharp Beak Dual Wing Beat from Talonflame even without Aurora Veil, and with this match attack, it's able to KO Gardevoir with Gang Shot plus a Blizzard from Froslass, even like the bulkiest Gardevoirs. And with this match speed, it's able to outspeed the max speed Jolly Kangaskhan, which again I don't expect, but I wanted to respect. And lastly, I have a Rotom Leaf, which is Scarf, to outspeed their whole team, and it has enough speed to outspeed Adamant Mamoswine. In this case, if they run a Scarf Adamant Mamoswine, I have a faster Rotom. And it's able to, when it KO Bulkless Talonflame with a Volt Switch, and I put the rest in HP in order to be 3 KO from max special attack Gardevoir behind Veil. So now let's hop into the match, and hopefully I can win this. It will be a very important match for this season. So good luck to Justin. Okay, these are the exact 6 I was expecting, so nothing too surprising here. So I'm just gonna leave Infinite Froslass for the first game. I don't really expect him to bring Kanga anyway. I think the other 5 are way stronger. Into me, likely leading Talonflame plus one of Mamoswine, Gardevoir, and Blastoise. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Infinite Froslass and Samurott in the back for the first game. For the fourth pick, it's actually between Garchomp and Corviknight, as either works really. I'm just gonna go Corviknight. Mainly to go kind of safer game 1, I have a switch-in on Mamoswine and Gardevoir maybe. Yeah, maybe I keep Garchomp for game 2. Let's see. So basically my game plan is that Infernape plus Froslass, with how I've trained them, with how I've trained them, they trade very well in Talonflame Gardevoir lead, mainly because I have a generally safe Fake Out plus Veil turn 1, followed by Blizzard plus Gang Shot, and assuming I do not miss my moves, if they like go for Tailwind, their Gardevoir is dead. If they go for Brave Bird, then I can Aquajet and Shadow Ball. But they go Mamoswine, which is fine again, so I can just go for Fake Out and Veil. Like, I had Mach Punch initially on Infernape, which is better into this lead. I do not want to risk Overeat or Sunday, so I'll just Fake Out Talonflame to be safe, and I'll just go for Aurora Veil. Okay, let's see what he goes for. Also, let's see if he protects. He doesn't, so it's probably not Focus Sash Talonflame, which is important to know. That was a bit annoying in testing. Also, not Scarf Mamoswine, and it's lower than my Froslass, so it's Adamant as I expected, and it goes for Earthquake. Cool. So, right now I'm just gonna switch out Infernape. I kinda expect him to just Tailwind plus Earthquake. So I'll bring in Corviknight and I'll go for Blizzard. Maybe I should bring in the Samurott Izui. But I also don't want to get it damaged for now, so I just think I'll go for these and Blizzard, yeah. So it's probably either Sash, Mamoswine or Never Melt Ice. I mean, these are the two items I would expect if it's not Scarf. So Talonflame goes for Tailwind, that works. Okay. Earthquake again. Okay, it's not Thick Fat Mamoswine. Feels very important to know. At this point, I'm gonna go for an Iron Defense. I could go for Overeat on Corviknight or a Flare Blitz, so I could... maybe I should actually Roost it off. And if he doubles Froslass, I have Aqua Jet anyway the following turn. So I'm just gonna click Roost preventively and Blizzard again. I don't expect him to double on Froslass, and even if he does, it's not a big issue. Okay, Blastoise. So maybe I should have gone for Iron Defense. Okay. So mistake on my side, that's fine. He also kills himself, I think, at this point. He has to bring in, like, Gardevoir with Thunderbolt at this point. I should have gone with Iron Defense, I guess. Okay, that's a mistake from me. I kinda wanted a bit too much, maybe. So I'm gonna bring in Samurott for now, and... Okay, it brings in Gardevoir as I expected, of course. So the thing that worries me about the Blastoise is the possibility for Shell Smash on his side. I'm gonna respect a potential Fake Out or not. Nah, I think if he does go for Fake Out, it's likely more on Corviknight. How many turns of Tailwind? Okay, so I can double this turn, and in case I can protect the next one, the Samurott. Okay, so he goes for the Mega Evolution, that's fine. Hopefully it's not Shell Smash Blastoise, that will be annoying for sure. Okay, Fake Out on Samurott, annoying, but... Oh, he has Anchor, that's very annoying. Okay. Okay, that's not something I expected, but that's something I can still work around. Okay. So, oh, that's gonna be very annoying. I think what I need to do is still Roost, because I do not want to sacrifice my Infernape yet. I'm gonna keep it for the next turn, so I'm just gonna Roost again and Razor Shell. Hyper Voice... Let's see what this Blastoise can do. Okay, it's also very invested in special attack. Ooh, Water Spout. Ah, that's... Okay, that's gonna be very annoying at this point. Okay, so it's Fake Out Water Spout, so more likely not Shell Smash. Okay. Okay, at this point, I'm kinda more worried about his Water Spout than his Gardevoir, because I do threaten one-hit KO again, so I'm still anchored, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna go for Roost, and I'm going to Protect again this turn, so I can cover a Water Spout and a potential Protect or Thunderbolt, whatever it does. Like, I wanted to Sacred Sword the Blastoise. I fear it might be a bit fast Gardevoir, potentially. That would be annoying for sure. Should I have maybe just gone for Razor Shell? Or Sacred... Okay, yeah, I probably made a misplay. This is tough. Anchor is not something I expected, but my Corviknight leaves, that's great. Okay. Now I can hopefully... Okay, so like I ended the anchor, so I can maybe go for Razor Shell, and I should go for... Hopefully like my summon is faster, right? And at this point I want to Brave Bird, I want to lower the Water Spout damage, and I want to Razor Shell again. And let's see if it's very fast Gardevoir or not. Okay, it's not that fast, great. Still, like, my position is terrible, of course, because I'm risking taking too much from Water Spout. Yeah, unfortunate. I should have not roasted that turn in front of Talonflame. Okay, but now I know it's Anchor and that it's slower. Like, being slower is really important here. Like, the fact it's slower. Okay. Like, yeah, objectively, I think I'm losing game 1 now. I kind of have to hope that maybe my Corviknight leaves the close, like the Ice Shard, and so does my Infernape, which they likely both die, honestly. Yeah, no, it's a terrible spot. Like, I can't even go for Fake Out Brave Bird on Mamoswine. I kinda need to go for Body Press and Close Combat. Yeah, no, like, this game is a loss for sure, but maybe it doesn't have Muddy Water. Nah, it probably has it. Ice Shard, hopefully my Corviknight leaves. Of course it doesn't. Like, I mean, it was 8 HPs after all. But yeah, this is a very tough match. Close Combat doesn't KO, okay. But like, Water Spout, even at this range, one single target with Torrent would KO me at -1 special defense. Okay. Okay. I have learned important informations though, so maybe I can win game 2 and game 3. There is, like, against these I could easily bring my Rotom Mao, possibly. Though of course it's kind of a gamble against Kingambit lead. It's also not great into a Mamoswine Talonflame lead, of course. Also, he has shown it's Brave Bird and Tailwind and Flare Blitz. So I know my Froslass can easily tank one, so I can maybe go for Froslass, like Infinite Froslass again, and I definitely like Samurott, so I can bring that in the back again. And maybe I can go for Garchomp in the back more than Corviknight. Like, of course, Corviknight was walling his team, which was nice, but unfortunately the ankle was very punishing. Like, if he does a lead like the previous one, I could always go for like Close Combat and Aurora Veil turn 1. I expect him to Tailwind and Earthquake anyway, so I could bring it to this Focus Sash. But yeah, then I wouldn't have a great switch in anyway, no? But yeah, unfortunately I don't see many other options. Like, I could lead Samurott and Gardevoir. Like, Samurott, Gardevoir, and have Infernape in the back. And also bring Garchomp or Corviknight. Probably Garchomp. The Mamoswine lead was definitely annoying. Corviknight was a bit too slow versus Blastoise. Yeah, maybe I'll try these. Yeah, I'm not feeling too great about this. Oh, well, timer went, so this is the lead. Didn't notice. I was about to finish my time. Let's see. Okay, it does the same lead again. It's also important that I've noticed he doesn't have Overeat, which is kinda okay for me to know. I'm thinking, and like, I want to Aurora Veil turn 1, and I'm gonna go for Razor Shell on the Mamoswine because I have a Garchomp this time around, so I'm more threatened by Mamoswine than a Talonflame. The downside is that I'm also taking too much damage initially on Samurott if he goes for Tailwind Earthquake and then pressures me with the Brave Bird, and at that point I risk being in the not Ice Shard, but Hyper Voice range, which is not what I'd want with this Samurott because of how well it trades offensively. Okay, it goes for Flare Blitz immediately. Wow, okay, that's Charcoal for sure, but I'm also very bulky. After this recoil, it should also be in Aqua Jet range. He probably didn't expect me to leave with Froslass, but I've gone very bulky, so I'm happy about that. And his Mamoswine leaves with the defense boost, and I got a defense drop. He goes for Earthquake, that's fine. I think the Talonflame is in Aqua Jet range though. That would be great, thank you. So let's just check to be safe. Like, maybe not. Aqua Jet does 51 to 61 onto a bulkless one. What I can do though is like go Infernape, fake out Talonflame plus Aqua Jet the Mamoswine, and like maybe, yeah, I don't think I want to go Garchomp. Like I know I can Aqua Jet the Mamoswine Rock Slide. Like if I go Infernape though, it double protects, right? So maybe it's better if I go Garchomp. Thing is, like, yeah, it does 51-67, so it's never getting the KO. So I'm probably gonna go for Aqua Jet and Rock Slide. The issue is also that I'm giving them a double free switch potentially on the Blastoise and Gardevoir. Okay, of course. Okay, he does switch out, which is great, and he gets Protect off. So that's nice. I'm lowering his Water Spout damage. Okay, for all he knows, I'm also potentially Scarf on the Garchomp. Anyway, I'm just gonna go for a Rock Slide and maybe like he protects the... sorry, fake outs the Garchomp to play around the Scarf, which I've not revealed thanks to Aqua Jet. Yeah, it does, but I'm not Scarf, so I get some extra free damage on his Blastoise, which I appreciate, of course. Get Sucker's Word off, great. And he's likely not in Aqua Jet range, but I kind of expect him to have Ice Beam. I also don't really want to give him a double free switch, so I'm gonna like Aqua Jet here because I do not want to KO it into the possibility of him switching into Gardevoir and clicking Anchor on me, so I'm just gonna go for Aqua Jet plus Protect. Otherwise, like if I went for Sacred Sword, he'd have a free Anchor. Okay, so he leaves, perfect. I expect him to have Icy Beam at this point. Hydro Pump, okay. And now I can Aqua Jet plus Rock Slide. And get a double KO. So he has Hyper Voice, Thunderbolt, Anchor. His Gardevoir could still have Trick Room and be Protectless, though I don't expect that at this point. I think he's probably just Protect as his last move. So I'm gonna go for Aqua Jet Anchor. Like, he could switch out Blastoise for Gardevoir if he really wanted, or like Talonflame, that's fine. Still, like, Mamoswine is getting a single target Rock Slide. Okay, Blastoise has Protect, so it's Fake Out Water Spout, Protect. Cool, nice to know. The upside is that fucking miss, okay. And my Aurora Veil is off. Okay. So this is also his last Tailwind turn. So I also know that my Garchomp leaves an Ice Shard from a Never Melt Ice anyway. Thing is, I don't want to give him a Free-Switch either, right? So I'm currently more worried about the Ice Shard and, sorry, Hydro Pump, because I can't stop an Ice Shard or an Icicle Crush on his side. I mean, I expect more Ice Shard to go around Aqua Jet, but I want to KO the Blastoise first. To go around Hydro Pump that will do way more with Torrent Boost, and it's probably also Mystical Water. Now it can oh, it didn't go for Ice Shard? Oh, Icicle Spear, okay. Okay, so he's playing around the Bulky or Yaka set with Icicle Spear. Cool, cool. And so, like, I know my Garchomp leaves an Hyper Voice, as I was saying. So even if he brings in Gardevoir right now, I can double it if I want with Iron Head and Razor Shell, and that would KO. There is potential for him to protect the Gardevoir, in which case I would want to Aqua Jet the Mamoswine. From this range though, he could also KO me with the Hyper Voice, seeing he's very offensively invested and did about 50% to me, even through Veil. Okay, so I'm Mega Evolving, so I think I did the right play with the double on Gardevoir. Ice Shard, I should leave. Yeah. Citrus Berry then would activate. Great. And this double up should KO. Yeah. Defense drop is useless anyway, like Iron Head does 50% easily. Great, great. Okay, so now I should be able to win, thanks to the fact I also have Infernape with the Focus Sash in the back, and like I can now safely go for Aqua Jet plus Rock Slide. If he protects Brave Bird, KOs Garchomp, I have if he even KOs, it might not. I can always like pick out Aqua Jet again, like my Samurott is faster. And otherwise I can like if he Brave Birds Samurott and KOs that, I can then like with a crit I could still go, like I would still KO Talonflame with a Rock Slide, miss aside, so it should be a good position for me. Okay, so it protects Mamoswine as I expected. Dual Wing Beat, okay. So it's Tailwind, Flare Blitz and Dual Wing Beat, okay, that's fair. I kind of expected it to be overhit, honestly, for Corviknight more than Flare Blitz. And I kind of expected either Brave Bird or Dual Wing Beat. It's probably Adamant as well, I think, from the damage. Anyway, went well this game too, but still was tough, like, I kinda had to read into some things and get some nice like protects on Talonflame from him, respecting a Scarf Garchomp. And still, his team is extremely threatening. It's extremely scary. And I want to protect this Gardevoir, sorry, this Samurott better, because it was a great pick in this match. So I'm thinking game 3, I actually do Infernape plus Froslass lead to play around a change on his side, because he might want to lead Gardevoir this time around, because I led Samurott last time. And yeah, because of this, it could go like Infernape Froslass with Samurott in the back, and it's of course one of Garchomp or Corviknight. Like I could also lead Rotom, but I won't, because it's great into Blastoise, but I don't like it in the deck against, sorry, in a Mamo lead, especially with his set, and I'm kind of thrown between Garchomp and Corviknight, right? I'm thinking Garchomp, because it was nice last time, being faster and all. The other option is having Rotom in the back, mainly because Rotom plus Samurott still KO the Gardevoir, and of course it threatens both Blastoise and Talonflame, potentially, and Mamoswine, but it doesn't sit well in Tailwind because of Scarf not extremely bulky. So I think I just go Garchomp. And yeah, I didn't reveal my fourth in the last game, so as far as you know, so I had the Corviknight in the back and not Infernape. So it might be expecting me to not have Infernape again, who knows. I brought it all 3 games though, so Kangaskhan and the Kingambit, cool. So I am gonna go for Fake Out and Aurora Veil, or should I just go Fake Out Aurora Veil on the other side? Because I can also go for Fake Out and switch the Froslass. It's also kinda hard to know who is Chopper and who isn't. I can expect this to maybe be Seal Scarf, so I'm just gonna be doing Fake Out here, Aurora Veil here. No. I should go for Fake Out on the Kingambit and go for Aurora Veil here. He probably is Scrappy Fake Out. He doesn't switch, but I'd rather trade Fake Out for now than taking what's it called? Koto Cleave immediately. So I also get like a cheap damage from Fake Out in the meantime. Aurora Veil, so yeah, it's slower Kangaskhan, and it didn't go for Fake Out, which is fair. So maybe it went for Double Edge. Body Slam. Okay. Oh, a fucking para. Okay, this is extremely annoying, because otherwise my Infernape would be faster than everyone on his side and threatens a KO both of them, of course. Right now I'm thinking I go for Close Combat here. And I'm thinking about switching Froslass out for Samurott. This is a very bad position. Probably I still need to like Close Combat the Kingambit and just Blizzard. Kangaskhan protects, so I'm happy I targeted the Kingambit. Okay, double protect on his side, that's fair, he's wasting my turns. Yeah, this para is so annoying though, mainly because it's speed. I can always hope to not get fully paralyzed anyway. Like being faster, slower than my Garchomp is also extremely bad. So I'm just gonna switch out on Garchomp for now and Close Combat their Kingambit. He's probably Chople, so I'm kinda sad I didn't bring Corviknight this time around. Would have been extremely strong against both Kangaskhan and Gambit. Disable, like, of course, like this para is terrible. Like without the para, I would have been faster and been able to KO it, but it is what it is. So I go for Fire Punch and I go for Rock Slide because I do not want to Stomping Tantrum. Like I don't have Stomping Tantrum. Like this para is terrible. Of course, like he protects and that's fair. I went for Rock Slide, hoping also no flinch on the Kangaskhan because I cannot Earthquake this turn. Oh, I'm gonna lose this week, am I not? Disable, okay, great. Fantastic, I don't care. I am gonna go for Fire Punch and Protect. Hopefully it doesn't double up the Infernape. And I'm in extremely terrible spot at this point. I don't know what I can do. This para, man. So, I mean, of course it's gonna double it, but I can't, like, I will still live because of my bulky spread and veil. Okay, let's see the damage on Kingambit. It's nice. There's no stopped. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for Earthquake and get myself a free switch at this point. Yeah, like, of course, this is a terrible situation. He went for Sucker Punch, okay. And he crits me. Like, come on, man. Like, this is how it goes. Like, I'm bulky Garchomp, and he's probably Black Glasses at this point, but I'm extremely bulky. I'm sure I was gonna leave. Like, I know there wasn't a Rotavale anymore, but like, I'm checking the damage calculate now, and yeah, I was guaranteed to leave that. So that's extremely disappointing, of course. Like, that para turn 1 changed everything, because if you see the damage, I mean, maybe it's Chople, right? But even with Chople, that disable was extremely bad. It gave him a free... I didn't expect, of course, disable at all, and that's on me, sure, but without the para turn 1, that was an easily close combat turn 2, because I'm faster than Kangaskhan, and I'm in an extremely good position at that point. Like, of course, I'm losing at this point, but come on. This just feels terrible. I don't know what to say. I think I prepped well. Like, I did not expect this lead from him at all. I think it wasn't a great plan, honestly, versus Infernape, Samurott, like, both completely wall him. But, I mean, what can I do at this point, right? What item even is it? Is it like Silk Scarf, Kangaskhan, Citrus Berry? I guess I should have brought Corviknight maybe this game. It's just such a disappointment. Like, of course, like, at this point, I cannot really win this one. Like, maybe... like, of course, it's even Citrus. At this point, I have to, like, kind of expect him to protect the Talonflame, and hopefully his Talonflame doesn't KO. Like, I need his Body Press to not KO, so that next turn I can Aqua Jet and Shadow Ball. He doesn't protect. Like, does he go for Disable? I can respect the Flare Blitz if he goes for Disable, maybe. No, but I think... Okay, like, it does KO, sure. I think this play on his side was slightly bad, because if I do Aqua Jet the Talonflame and I get the KO, like, I had to opt for a Protect on his side this time around. Like, had I gone for that and got the KO, I KO Talonflame, the Blizzard single target does KO Kangaskhan, and then my Froslass wins the 1v1, right? And of course, now I'm in a terrible spot, and I need to hope him to go for Disable, maybe, rather than Body Press, or leave like the double up. Like, I need to hope he does a mistake, or I leave with a terrible roll, and like Shadow Ball here, and then I get to Protect and Blizzard. He got extremely lucky. Like, I was close to win. No, of course, like, it does KO, it's fair. Such a shame, man. It's a shame to have lost like this,